Okay guys, it's Cindy Guentert-Baldo for what's going to be probably the last installment in this hot mess plan with me video series for this June week of, I don't know, what is it, the 15th through the 21st in my Erin Condren Life Planner. This is my old planner. I actually did receive my new ready to ship vertical planner. I've already started putting some stuff in it. So I'm probably gonna do one more plan with me in this old planner because I'm going out of town next week, and I've never like planned for a trip by myself like this before. And normally when I've had trips in my Erin Condren planner, let me find one in December, I'm so busy with my kids that I just don't do anything. I was gone out of town, so I planned to travel and then nothing. But this time I'm actually going to be at a convention, and I'm going to be at a convention, and I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of shit. So I'm going to have it in my planner ahead of time because a lot of it's stuff I'm going to be planning out in the beginning. I might not stick to that plan, but at the very least I do need to kind of have my schedule figured out for all the different classes. So I may do a plan with me for that because that should be interesting. And since I've never done it before, you'll really get to hear me get, upset with it. I'm going to drink because I'm thirsty. Okay, so anyway, so let's get right into it. This is how I usually go through my second half of my week as I get to like Thursday. This is actually Thursday afternoon while I'm filming this because my son hurt himself on Wednesday. And so I'm going to add some stuff in from today and then just go through the rest of the week. And there might be other stuff I add, but I'm not going to film that. This is going to be just the basics of what I have left. So I pulled some stickers out ahead of time in the hopes that I can actually stay on top of my shit. So we'll see what happens. First of all, I need to mark my son's appointment this morning, which was, where's my pen? Okay, so 9:30, why is my pen acting so janky? Oh, whatever. 9:30 a.m. RJ at okay, this is my son's doctor's appointment. Then, later that day, I needed to, what we got here? Okay, so, okay, so, whoops. So, I'm going to use some washi tape to mark having to remember to go pick up my son's crutches from the medical supply place because my pharmacy doesn't carry them. So I have to go to the medical supply place when they have the crutches ready for me. So I'm going to mark that just using this washi tape. I think it's Martha Stewart, but who knows at this point. I have got to figure out a way to source my washi tape so that I know where it's coming from. Do you know where your washi tape is from? Anyway, so I'm going to add one of these tiny stickers. I've shown them before. I really love them. They're the tiny medical stickers. I'm actually going to have to buy some more. My family always needs medical care, so I do need to order some more at some point. Where's my extra fine point Sharpie? Okay, so pick up crutches. Okay. And then basically, I'm making a transition here, if I could find the right pen. I'm transitioning a little bit, at least for right now, to a 10 instead of a 7 G2 or 1.0, I guess it is. I just gonna Find a test spot. Yeah, I'm totally scribbling on my planner. I don't know, for some reason the 7s have not been doing it for me lately. So, I'm going to write down the acronym. Now, I'm not a nurse, and I'll be honest with you, so far, I hope I'm not bringing it down on myself. But I had never heard the acronym for what you're supposed to do when you injure yourself, especially when it's like a sprain or something, which is what my son has. He sprained his ankle really badly. Just running, he fell down. So it's RICE, rest, ice, and I'm writing this here because I'm having to think about it, what they all are. And since this was the doctor's instructions and this is my planner, I think it might behoove me to make a note of everything I need to remember for my son. Rest, ice, compression, and I think it was elevate. I can spell. Okay. I'll check something out because I haven't really written in here with this pen yet. Well, it shadows a little bit, but nothing I can't deal with. Rest, ice, compression, and elevate. And I am going to add a little bit of color to that. Just a little bit of blue. Not really in the mood to do anything super fancy right now. Rest, ice, compression, and elevate. And then tonight, we are doing some family time. That is our goal, at least. I got some stickers out for it, and I cannot find them. Okay, some hearts that I got from the Bye Bye Birdies stationery buy, and some TVs from KG Planner. So I'm going to do a little pink TV. And then, because my kids and I have been very obsessed with, I'm going to put a couple hearts just as a decoration, because Thursday nights are kind of a special night on the weeks I have my kids, because let me put it here where you can see it. Sorry. Thursday nights are kind of special for my kids and I, because those are, like, when I have them, Fridays are when they go back to their dad's house. So I like to make Thursday nights not usually crazy, but special. So we're going to do something that we have been obsessed with. Reruns, not the new stuff. They've never seen it until we started watching it on Amazon Prime. So we're on the end of season 3, and I think we're just going to skip season 4 because I want to get to season 5, 6, and 7 because those are seasons I really like. So I think we're just going to skip season 4 and go straight to the season with my girl Lisa, who's my favorite. Lisa, because I think she's hilarious. So, in case you don't know what this acronym stands for, America's, whoops, totally smeared that. See, that shit does happen. Whatever. It happens. You just have to get over it. Add a little color. America's Next Top Model is what the acronym stands for. I was saying that before I realized I just smeared my shit. It's one thing I guess I have to remember with this particular particular style of, get the black ink off my pen, particular level of marker, like, sorry, tip, I'm brain dead. It's what happens when you're stressed out about your kid getting hurt. Okay, so America's Next Top Model was the big deal there. Okay, so that's our thing for tonight. It's our family night with America's Next Top Model. Okay, Friday, we're just sticking around in the morning. So I thought I got something out here. Okay, these little like scallop circles are from Plan on Delta Time. I think I'm going to use one of those. And then I'm going to layer on a little sad emoji from Chrissy Ann Designs. Losing my pen. Okay. So this is for RJ needs to rest because he needs to keep resting. And then my to-do list for tomorrow is schedule blood work, packing list, pen pimp, pen, I can write today, pen pimp, my person who I see for my pen supplies, since I just, I'm doing another quick pen buy, already been taken care of though, so you, like, if you didn't get in on that, or if you're not in the Gone Wild Facebook fan group, then I'm going to be opening up my Etsy shop when I get back from vacation, and it will have pen sets listed on there in limited quantities. Okay, so pen pimp, blood work, packing list, pen pimp. What else did I need to do? Crap. Okay, well, whatever. You're seeing everything's going all kooky today. This is what happens when I'm tired. And then my kids go back to Dad's house. So I think this will be our one big chance. So we'll do a date night. I'm not going to be able to do Mama's Love Lettering number 10 on Friday like I usually do because I have my son and I can't really I can't film while I'm having to get up and down for him. I mean, I'm filming now, but he's taking a nap. So I think I will put that on Saturday since my husband has some stuff going on Saturday. So I will get, but I do need to do Mama's Love Lettering number 10 prep. So, okay, so that's where I'm at for there. For date night, I do need to want to add a little bit of color to that. So I'm going to add some pink. Just a little bit of pink. This is like the sloppiest I've been in a while, and I think it's because I'm tired and stressful. If you have kids, then you know what it feels like to have one of your kids get hurt and have you just get super, like, frazzled. That was me. And I'm still not quite recovered from it yet. You know, like, he's okay. It's just a sprain. We were worried he might have, like, torn something. And we were worried he might have torn something and he wouldn't be able to play baseball in the fall. And that would make him very, very sad. Anyway, okay, so that's Thursday and Friday figured out. I'm not even doing the weather because I don't even care at this point. Okay, so it's going to be hot. That's how it is in California. Hot. Okay, so what do I need to do? I had a Vintage Gypsy. There we go. So I got these sampler from Vintage Gypsy Road a while back, and it has one of her little heart bullseyes for Target, which I think is super cute. So I just want to remind myself to pick up the TSA bag since I'm going to do my best, and toothpaste for my trip, because I want to try and not check any baggage, which is not usually something that's the case. But since it's just me and not my kids and not my husband, I'm thinking I might be able to actually, you know, accomplish that. Anyway, okay, so I'm missing something that I needed. I need a... Okay, I'm going to do some juggling here. So I got these in a random act of kindness today from a planner friend. And I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. And now that I'm doing this, I actually think I know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this because my husband actually has something going on tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Saturday. And he needs to have some time blocked off because it's going to be partly happening while I'm at work and partly happening when I get out of work. So I'm going to give this an Anita. I'll do a... Here we go. Okay. My husband needs to... some sound equipment. Uh-oh. Excuse me. I'm not going to edit that out. You could hear how I sound when I sneeze. Allergies are really bad right now. Okay. Anyway, I got to speed this up. So my husband has to go pick up some sound gear from someone for a thing at our church this weekend. So add that there. And then I actually am going to take something I love seeing on her sport. Where the freaking hell am I? Had some Arrow washi tape and it's gone. Okay, give me a second to collect myself. All my shit is everywhere, and the one thing that I pulled out so that I wouldn't have to dig for it, and it fell down. Crisis solved. I love it when Jen Dufour uses Arrow washi tape to indicate something for a while, and even though I'm not traveling yet, I will just be packing. I do want to note that I need to be spending the majority of Saturday afternoon packing. Is that crooked? God damn it. Really? Okay, so everybody makes this look so easy all of the time. Jesus Christ. Okay, nope. Okay, I'm going to get to the point where I'm just going to cut this off because it's getting all rag-ass. Okay, let's try this again. I just told myself I was going to slow this down or speed this up so that this video wasn't going to take 85 years, but obviously best laid plans know nothing about, like Jon Snow, Game of Thrones, know nothing about how to lay washi down straight. Okay, so there's that, and then I wanted to lay down, we'll use the pink. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm gonna put this down on top. No, that doesn't look right. Shit. Okay, continuing on my quest for more stickers that I thought I had pulled everything out for this particular video, and obviously this is just how I plan. I mean, tell me, please, in the comments, if this is how you plan, please tell me, because I need to know that I'm not the only one who plans like a chicken with her head cut off. Like, I like to think that I try and have like a cohesive whole when it comes to my planning, but honestly, I just try and pick some things that are in the same color family and then throw the dice. And if, you know, the clouds all align in the correct area and I don't jump off of a cliff, then usually things turn out okay. Okay, so this is a Chrissy Ann design sticker. And it's not sticking right. Come on. Okay, that's on there. I don't know if it's going to stay on there, but I'll figure it out. Where is my... pack? Okay, so that is my afternoon on Sunday, or Saturday, packing. And then Saturday I need to work on Mama's Love Lettering number 10 and get all the pen stuff figured out. They're not going to go out till Monday because I won't receive my final shipment, but I can do shipping. I can do shipping stuff and start packing pens. Okay, and then I have church. I already had that filled in. I need to do a cleaning list. So grab one of these from Libby and Company. I need to clean. I need to do sheets. I need to do bathrooms. I need to do the fridge before I leave because my husband won't be able to do any of that. And then I am going to purposefully cover up. I'm going to use this as another vintage Gypsy Road sticker. I'm just going to purposefully cover up with this Save the Tatas sticker. Not necessarily because I'm worried about the Tatas, but because I want to just keep calm since this is right before I go on my trip. So I'm going to purposefully leave this covered up so that I can't get myself, well, I mean, I can. It's that the planner rules my life completely, even though we know it does. But I want to make sure that I have some time to relax with my husband since Monday's going to be a very busy day for me. Anyway, yeah, so that's this coming up week. Sorry that I'm sloppy and all over the place, but whatever. I'm getting it all out now so that when I try my horizontal planner in a couple of weeks, it will look beautiful. Okay? Anyway, don't forget to find me on Instagram at Llama Letters, and watch my videos. Show me pictures of what you're doing because I'd love to see people's lettering. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.